Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your love reading for October 2017. I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, Romance Angels Oracle cards, and Whispers of Love Oracle cards. So let's start with those because I saw a theme emerging, which is so typical of Virgo. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. And here's two people sailing off into the sunset on the sea of their emotions, madly in love with each other. Take a chance because you're not taking a chance and you deserve love. And I think this is the key right here is you feel, look, she's shooting her bow and arrow at them. This is like Cupid getting ready to shoot them in the heart through both of them. So that they're bound together with their arrow through their hearts for all of eternity as they sail off into the sunset. You are lovable, and that's the message here, Virgo. You are lovable, because sometimes you don't feel that way. You like to be single, and that shows up in here again. Here's the theme for the month, and this is the Queen of Swords. So this is a strong, independent woman, knowledgeable, educated. She's truthful and honest. This is all the swords energy. This is the bookworm. This is you sitting at home, reading your books, becoming knowledgeable about all kinds of things, probably reading romance novels and living your romance in a book and in your mind. Here's your romance is in your mind and in your imagination, and it's really not in reality. But here's all these little butterflies, and these are the message that it's time for you to transform yourself and allow yourself to love and allow yourself to be loved and to know that you deserve love. That's the theme. This card represents you, and it's the Hermit card, which is the card that represents Virgo. This is the single person sitting at home. You know, you're the light worker. Your light is shining brightly. You're so filled with love, but there you are on your cliff looking down at everybody, kind of being afraid to jump off and taking that leap of faith. Go ahead and jump off that cliff. Take the leap of faith and know that you are lovable and there's somebody out there for you. And this is the card in the tarot deck that does represent Virgo for the very reason that you are very introspective and you do spend some time alone. You tend to be single more than the other signs. And you turn inward to find your wisdom and your knowledge. And this represents you. This is the conflict here. And the conflict is the emotional fulfillment. You're not feeling emotionally fulfilled. Now, this is emotional fulfillment as a single person. So it could just mean that you don't feel complete without another person, but you don't feel like you deserve love. So here's Cupid shooting her arrow right through your heart again, and knowing that you are lovable and you deserve love. Because this is your conflict here, is this emotional fulfillment. You're not feeling it. You feel like you're not worthy. This over here is the Shadow card. This is the card at the bottom of the deck after everything's been dealt. It's hidden. It's the one that's hiding underneath. It's the energy that's hiding underneath. This is the Justice card. This is about the balance. This is about looking at both sides objectively and fairly. It's about fairness and honesty and truth, which is showing up here. This fairness and honesty and truth is showing in the Queen of Swords. That's the Swords energy. And she's got the sword here. It's also about legal documents. This could be some kind of legal action or legal documents. Now, this is the hidden energy. So maybe there's something about these legal documents that's hidden. And it's right next to the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents traditional values, traditional religion. This could represent marriage. And then it's right next to this hidden Justice card, which is the legal card. And this could be some kind of legal action. This could be a secret wedding or a secret marriage, that if you ran off to Las Vegas to get married, or you went to the JP and tied the knot, but you're not telling anybody. And this Queen of Swords, I always see this also as somebody this could represent a judge or a lawyer. The Swords energy is in the mind, so it's any kind of career regarding work that requires a higher degree and a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom. And I see that in law. This to me represents law, and this represents law. So you know, something about the law regarding you and your relationships, unless there's some kind of legal action that you're hiding from others that's preventing you from going out and finding a partner. Maybe you feel unlovable because of some legal action that's going on right now. They almost look like the same person. They've got their sword in their wings. And she's the theme for the reading for the month of October, and she's the hidden energies here. So whatever's going on legally with these legal documents, it's something that's hiding, and it's probably having some impact on your relationships and having some impact on you as far as you not feeling like you're worthy of somebody at the moment. And the message is that, yes, you are. You deserve to be loved. Here's Cupid, shooting at everything and everybody in her path. This is in the past. And this is the Star card. This is your hopes and dreams coming true. So this is having had something in your past where some of your dreams came true in your past, whatever your dreams were for you. Whether that was your dream job or a relationship where you felt happy or a home where you felt happy, but it's reflected in your past. And I also see this card as the person who's the star of the show. You know, you were the star of your own life. But this is in your past. So I don't know what has happened in the meantime, and I don't know if it has something to do with, you know, some legal document or some legal situation here, which could be a divorce situation. I don't see anything tragic, terribly tragic here, or anything major breakup or major chaos here. Ace of Swords is about new beginnings. This is honesty and truth. This is about communication. This is about school and education, wisdom. So there's something new going on regarding this truth. This could also be, if this is the communication regarding this legal situation here, maybe this is communication regarding this legal situation. This could be something about the truth being told, if the truth is coming out into the open about something, or you're being truthful about something that you haven't been truthful about before, or being honest about something. Because we have a lot of swords energy, because the theme is this Queen of Swords. So whatever this sword is here, it's in the present energy, and she's the theme. So it could represent the law, some legal documents in the law, because it's communication, but it's something new. It's something new that's happening right now. And maybe because of that, you feel like you're not in a position to find love right now. And that's not true. You know, take a chance, let it happen. Float off to sea in all of eternity with your loved one here. Now this is in the near future, which is the Sun card. This is a beautiful card. This is a woman, you know, here she's holding a little baby. The sun represents happiness and joy and success. So if you're a woman or a man who's longing for a baby, this could be a message to you. Butterflies always reflect transformation. Here's the happy sunflowers. So this is success and happiness and joy in your very near future. It's coming your way. Now, Spirit doesn't have a clock, so what's the near future for Spirit? I don't know. You know, I would like to say it's in the next month to 3 months is the near future, and these cards in the final outcome are further down the road, but Spirit has no clock, and how things unfold in your life depends on your free will and the free will of those around you. So, you know, I don't know how soon this would happen, but this is success is coming your way, so don't give up. So whatever this, if this is some kind of legal action or legal documents or whatever this is, and maybe if we put these together, if you are getting married secretly, this is just the marriage certificate and you're going to the JP, and maybe you're not going to do it the traditional way, but the non-traditional way. And I'm going to say that because this card shows up in the final outcome. The High Priestess would be, if this is your traditions, this is your non-tradition. So if this is your wedding ceremony in the church with all your family and going to your reception and doing all of the traditional activities you would expect at a wedding ceremony, this would be non-traditional. The High Priestess represents somebody who's intuitive, psychic. She's in touch with the other side of the veil. She seeks wisdom and knowledge, which is this person here. You know, they have something in common in that they seek the truth, they seek wisdom, and they seek the knowledge. So the Queen of Swords has a lot in common with the High Priestess in that regard. They look like the same woman too. She's even got the same dress on. But she shows up in the final outcome. So if this represents the traditional wedding, this represents the non-traditional wedding. If I want to look at it as traditional and non-traditional, that's what that would mean to me. This could be a non-traditional relationship, a non-traditional partnership. Maybe this is a same-sex marriage. Maybe this is just reflective of you foregoing all of the traditions and not even getting married at all, not even wanting to get married. And this just means that the non-traditional route towards your relationship has nothing at all to do with marriage, and it has nothing at all to do with any kind of legal document that says you're married. Maybe this is the hidden energy because it doesn't exist. Maybe you're choosing not to get married and you're just together. You're going to have a child together and you're choosing not to get married. And this is, you know, that non-traditional relationship here. So this reflects you internally right now. This is the Seven of Pentacles, which is about getting a return on your investment or investing into the relationship. So you get what you invest into it. You get back what you invest into it. So as much work and effort as you put into the relationship is what you're getting back. So this reflects hard work. And she's bountiful. She's got a lot of bounty there in her arms. So she's putting a lot into the relationship. And this is fruitful and abundance. And this is you having a lot to give to somebody and wanting to put a lot of time and effort into a relationship, whether you have one or not. Maybe you feel you're overflowing with you're overflowing with abundance. You have so much to give. She's got so much to give in her arms, but maybe you feel like you're not worthy, so you're just not giving it and you're not seeking that person right now. It's also fruits of your labor. If you want to use that metaphor, the fruits of your labor. And the fruits of your labor could be this child. Literally, you have labor and the fruit pops out and there's your baby. So for some of you, you know, because there's another card in the tarot deck. It's the Empress card. And she represents motherhood and she represents abundance. So I look at this person here cradling all this fruit of abundance as though it were the Empress card. But if you're putting a lot of effort into a relationship, and this is the harvest of your bounty, and then this is the reward, is this baby. If you're somebody who's longing for a child, and there's no man in this picture. Like, she's not married, she's just got her baby. So maybe maybe you're not even going to stay with, maybe you're a single woman and you're not even going to stay with the man at all. Maybe you're just going to have a baby and be a single parent, and maybe you want that or don't want that, but maybe that's what you're doing because you feel like you don't deserve him and you don't deserve to be loved. So you're just going to do this independently without a man. You're just going to go get pregnant. Even if you have to do it artificially, you're going to have a baby, and that's the non-traditional aspect of your relationship, is that you don't have one. Maybe you're choosing to have a baby without the man. But this is the card that says you deserve love. And if you're finding the love through the child without the need for a man, then, and if that's what you want, then that's a good thing too. Now this is the external energies, which is somebody outside of you. This is outside of you. And this card is Ten of Swords, which represents feeling defeated. This person feels defeated. Maybe this was a partner. Maybe this was, the other parent of the child. And this person feels defeated right now. Maybe you're choosing not to be with that person. And maybe that person wanted to marry you, or that person wants to be with you, but you're choosing not to be with that person, and they feel defeated right now in this situation. This card represents your hopes and your fears. And this is the Seven of Wands. So this is you having to defend yourself. So I would say, if this is your fear, you don't want to be in a position of defending yourself. Or this card to me doesn't reflect either one, hope or fear. This is you. If you're choosing a non-traditional route, if you're choosing not to get married, or you're choosing to have a child independently without a partner, or you're in a non-traditional relationship with a same-sex partnership or a same-sex marriage, then you know, this is about having to defend your actions. And, this is a hope or a fear. If you're just stepping out and being brave and doing this and you don't care, I would think you wouldn't care. You're going to defend your actions and defend yourself. So I don't see this as a hope or a fear, but just a matter of fact. If you're doing something that somebody somewhere in your life disapproves of, and even if it's this person, I mean, maybe if you're in this non-traditional relationship or having the child without the partner, and maybe this tradition represents the traditions of your family, because this is family traditions as well, and traditional religion, and maybe this is reflective of how your family is feeling, or your parents, or maybe how your mother feels right now, that they feel defeated because they wanted you to have a traditional wedding and a traditional marriage, and you don't want that, and they feel defeated. This could be your parents or somebody else in your life that feels defeated because you're choosing not to go the traditional route. And maybe it's not that you're not choosing it. Maybe, your partner just doesn't want to. Maybe you found yourself in a position with a child and your partner took off. I don't see that here, though. I don't see people leaving. I just see it more as you internally feeling like you don't deserve it, and turning your back on it because you feel like you don't deserve it. So you're accepting a single life because you feel like you don't deserve it, which isn't the true. Like, you deserve to be loved. We all deserve to be loved. Love makes the world go round. And then the other two cards in the final outcome. Well, here's your happy domestic bliss. Here's your partner. Here's your Prince Charming coming to rescue you. I always see this as Prince Charming and Snow White, and he's bringing her out of the forest on her horse. He's taking her to his castle. And this would be him. This is Prince Charming swooping in on his horse. He's this fiery, passionate man. He's going to come to the rescue and swoop you off your feet. I don't know if swoop is a word. I say that word a lot. I think it's a word, but honestly, I'm not even sure. Where I come from, we have a lot of strange words. I think that's the case for a lot of Americans because our history, our heritage is from so many different countries around the world, and we have these weird English words that really aren't really English, and they just they are what they are. But anyway, so here's this Knight of Wands swooping in, rescuing you. But we don't need to be rescued. Nobody needs to be rescued. He's just coming along. Maybe this is just the guy that's going to fulfill your, passions. He's just going to come in temporarily. He's going to swoop in and swoop out. Or he's going to swoop in and take you off and, you're going to go live happily ever after. And maybe you're going to move in together. So this is about a happy domestic, home, happy home life, happiness with your partner. And maybe you're just going to live together, but you're not going to get married, even though this is at the foundation. This traditional, the Hierophant can represent marriage. So maybe you will get married, maybe you won't. Either way, there's happiness. There's happiness here with this. There's happiness in your home. So that's your reading, Virgo. If it didn't resonate with you, you could check out your rising sign and look for the love reading on your rising sign. I mean, watch it anyway, because that could give you some other insight into what's going on in your life. I've also done general readings that aren't necessarily relationship. They could be career or money related or what other things that are going on in your life. And I'm going to do some other kind of spiritual reading, whether it's an angel reading or some kind of spiritual reading. I haven't really decided yet. They're not there yet. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Then you can come back and find some of my other videos. If you go to my channel and there's a tab you can click on, I put all of these, I categorize them all. So you can go find all the videos for Virgo for the year. And, whatever your rising sign is, you can click on that folder, and then I'll have all the videos for that sign in that folder. And then you can watch all of them. If I have 3 a month. I just started this last month. So by the end of this month, I'll have at least 5. Some of them have 6. So that's a lot of videos you can watch to get some insight. So thanks for watching. Please like it if you liked it. Comment below. And thanks for watching. I hope you come back next month. Take care and God bless.